Hey, my name is Dan McDonald. My friends all call me Ronald, and today we are going to talk about nuts. My nuts, Deez nuts. Okay? As you can see, I have some bags of nuts, you perverts. Anyways, as you can see, I've totally lost my mind, and I really just ran out of FUCKs. I really apologize, but not really. Let's have a little fun today. We'll have some fun. We'll educate. And I'm not going to say what else came to my mind because I'm not going to say then we can procreate, but that would be inappropriate. There's those innuendos again, Dan. This is like a crossover from the last video, isn't it? Who is this crazy guy? I've never seen him before. He's really weird. Okay. But let's get started and I'll go this serious. Okay, seriously. Hi, Dan McDonald. Today we're going to talk about my nuts. We're going to talk about nuts. And they're really good for you because they got a lot of vitamins, and they're very good for you because they have a lot of vitamins. And so vitamins are really good, and yeah, it's a lot of vitamins. No, but seriously though, seriously. Serious. Today we're going to talk about nuts. How to soak them, sprout them. Well, we're not going to do that. That's actually tomorrow. Today we're going to talk about how to sprout them. And yeah, that's really basically it. So just stick with me here. I'm having too much fun. This is serious, Dan McDonald. No, I used to be like this. Hi, my name is Dan McDonald. I have a corn cob up my butt. I gotta follow all the rules on YouTube and make everyone happy. And then my art just went to shite, you know what I'm saying? And now it's just like, you know what, Dan, you really don't have to give a fuck, man. The people that are cool are cool, and the people that ain't cool ain't cool. So I'm just making these videos for the people that are cool, and if you ain't cool, you need to get a little bit of this. Go ahead, touch me right there. Get a little bit of this coolness. Can you dig it? Dan McDonald, your ego is really out of control these days. You'll notice on these last videos I'm doing a lot of different voices, but I think what's happened is that all the psychiatric medication that I took when I was a kid that got lodged in my colon is finally starting to kind of like get detoxed, and so the manic is starting to come back. You're really losing your mind, Dan McDonald. You shouldn't have so much fun. You should really care about what everyone else thinks about you. So you're sitting in a corner rocking back and forth because the world doesn't approve of you. They do not approve of you. You loser. You gotta be what we want you to be. How about this? How about I just be myself? Now, this is a little bit of a crazier version than myself. Obviously, I've eaten too many nuts and seeds, okay? Or not enough, I don't know. I gotta get those vitamins. I'm vitamin deficient. No, I'm not vitamin deficient. I'm just going crazy because I was so uptight for so long, and then when I ran out of fucks to give, you know, then I'm just like, wait a minute, I don't really have to give a flan. Like what anyone thinks of me. I can actually have fun again. So are you in a hurry, Dan McDonald? This is serious stuff. You got to teach people how to soak nuts and seeds. Hurry up. And I also don't want to hurry. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not in any hurry. You want to get this information? Lay back, chill out. Go get a bag of nuts. Just kidding. Don't eat your nuts without soaking them. That means you got to be prepared. Can you dig it? Can't just eat a bag of nuts. No, you got to soak them and sprout them, and there's a reason. And so today, we're going to do it. Okay? You got to have your glass jars. Okay, that was quite an introduction, Dan McDougal. McDougal guy, that is not clean. That is not DTM approved. Failure. Red alert. Unclean jar, not pure enough. Okay, that's legit. That's straight out the dishwasher. I never used a dishwasher before, but for these jars, if you put the dishwasher in here, and then you use laundry soap, okay, don't ask me. I ain't trying to use them Tide Pods. I don't know what kind of chemicals in there to make my nuts and seeds shrink. Can you dig it? We ain't trying to have that. There's enough confusion as it is. I ain't confused. I know what I like. Get over here, baby girl. Woo. No, I'm seriously going nuts. But no, I was so uptight for so long. You might have to put up with this for just a little bit longer because I was like this. Hi, I'm trying to make everyone happy and I'm fucking miserable. And that's what the world is like. And then you got to go, wait a minute, bruh. Hold on a minute, bro. If they cool, they cool. And if they ain't cool, then they ain't cool. And if they ain't cool, then why you even tripping? So be cool or don't be cool, you know? But be cool, because otherwise you're going to screw yourself. Because I'm cool. I ain't tripping on nobody. So let's start with these bad boys because they are fresh, dude. These are fresh. These walnuts are like the best thing that I get over at this store called Interdependence. Yesterday I went there and these girls were hitting on me. And the reason why is because I went to the essential oil shop. And there's this place where they got all these essential oils. 300 essential oils all lined up as testers. And I went there with Dara yesterday because I said, Dara, you got to check this place out. They got the essential oils like crazy, bro. So we went in there and we had a heyday. We were there for like 3 hours. And I was just, because you can test them all out, I was like pouring it on my head, frankincense and all these Artemis on the back of my neck and rose oil on my chest. It's like $1 a drop. For real, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so all these oils that were just, I had probably like $200 worth of essential oils on me. Can you dig it? And I bought a bunch of oils too, because I got to have my frankincense, you know, and I got to have, and I'll make a video soon. I'll take my shirt off and be like, this is how you anoint yourself like the princess that I am, okay? Because I'm a princess. You got to care for yourself. 7 minutes in, the video hasn't started. Get it together, dude. These people don't have time to waste. No, I'll get it together and I'll make the little short ones too, you know, for the quicker ones. But this is one of the ones where everybody was cool and it's time to just chill out. So everybody's listening to this in the background. So thank you all for listening to this in the background or on your iPod while you're at work, walking or whatever. Hello, it's DTM and I'm going crazy, but in a good way. Can you dig it? Because the world is a clown show and I just want to fit in. You know what I mean? If you ain't crazy by now, something's wrong with your ass. Because this world is tripping. These fools are trying to get you to believe all kinds of stuff. They got to try to be like, do not believe what your eyes see. Do not believe what your ears hear. They're trying to get you, don't even smell what you smell. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to say. It's like, you can't even, I can't, you won't even let me believe my own eyes and ears? Okay, yeah, now we're getting into that's some communist style, you know what I mean? It's like, I see you. You ain't gonna get over on me, sucker. Because I see that you are tripping. You trying to, I don't know what you trying to do, but you ain't getting over on me. So that's enough conspiracy video talk for the day. I'm 8 minutes in. I still haven't even started because I love attention. See, I love your attention on me. The me! Oh, dude, I'm seriously going crazy. Like, you can't act like this on YouTube. You have to be proper. Like a sardine in a tin can like everyone else. Line up. You went to public school, didn't you? How could you veer off the course so much? The public schools taught you to be like everyone else and fit into society. Get a 9-to-5 job. Pay your taxes. Get a house. And then die. Without ever having your potential arise? I don't think so. So I've unwound all the school bull crap. Actually, I didn't listen. I had ADD and I never listened. Then I realized like I was a bad kid, but no, I was actually smart because they were doing the same thing. Even way back then. They were trying to brainwash me, man, with this propaganda. That's the Operation Mockingbird, but my little spirit was like, I don't think so. I ain't listening to you. You ain't got it. And my soul knew. And then I found the spiritual path. Now these dudes can talk to me about self-realization, enlightenment, and the path of truth. But these teachers and stuff, they weren't the ones that were here for me. You know, I can add and subtract and write and all that, so thank God for that. But all that propaganda stuff, now they're really trying to do it to your kids, so protect your kids. But no, it's like, don't talk about the conspiracy stuff. 10 minutes in, get started. I could be more efficient, there's no doubt, but I like to hang out, have no doubt. So this is walnuts. You ain't never seen so many whole walnuts in your life. I mean, this is crazy, dude. Never seen anything like this. They're always busted up. But like 90% of these are whole, dog. Unreal. Whole one. Whole one. Whole one. Look at that little brain. Omega-3 oils, a whole one. They're whole. Usually you get like, oh my God, there's a whole one. Can I have it, honey? No, put it on the shelf, save it. It's never happened before, you know? Because you get these, but this is a high vibrational company that cares for their nuts. Cares for these nuts. So I'm gonna take the nuts, the walnuts, and I'm gonna put them in here. Now here's the education part. It's like, Dan, you're screwing around, quit messing around, wasting my time. And I say, put it in the jar, then you take the distilled water. Always use the purified water. Get a distiller, man. It's the way. Trust me, I did a 40-day water fast, and God himself, God itself, said to me, dude, drink distilled water, fool. Day 35 of a water fast. And I finally got it together, and I've been drinking distilled water ever since. So now I know, and I like it. I don't argue with anyone about water or nothing like that, but I like distilled water, pure water with nothing in it. So that means I can soak my seeds with some distilled water, and it's on top of this key code that is just structurizing it. Can you dig it? So now what do? I put that off to the side. I'm going to put my little stash over here, over by the new Cuisinart 11 cup, didn't I say? And you can manifest your own stuff too. One of these great viewers of mine sent me, he's over on the Patreon, the Elite Video Club. I'm teaching a class this weekend on harmonizing the body, heart, and the mind. So come on over there if you want to, 39 bucks to join us for a live Zoom class. But the Cuisinart, I said, I need a Cuisinart 11 cup. And he was like, dude, I hardly ever use it. I'm going to send it to you. Just pay for the shipping. I was like, cool. And of course I sent him extra because I ain't trying to be cheap. But I couldn't find the 11 cup, you know. But that is the workhorse. It's a beast. That's the 11 cup Cuisinart, which I'll be busting out in tomorrow's video to make up some of these nut patés and stuff like that, you know. I'm not really trying to get back into the gourmet because honestly, it's like just eat a banana. You know what I mean? But some of these things, like when I make the black beans out of sunflower seeds and black sesame seeds, then you'll know, you know, that it's legit. And then you spread it on. I got these little things. I hardly ever haven't had these coconut wraps, or I mean, my diet's been real simple. Organic nori sheets, so I might try to make some sushi. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just going to kind of hang out because the longer the videos that I make, the more Google AdSense I get, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just teach these classes, and then I might be a little bit more serious. Not like today. I'm just screwing around, trying to come back, see what everyone's attitude is are we going to let Dan be himself, or are we going to complain? So what I got here is the sunflower seeds, and I'm going to just soak some of those bad boys, a little bit more. And you'll know if they're truly raw if I think I'm going to have to go with the bigger jar, because that's going to be, they expand. Most nuts like double. Nuts and seeds will double in size. So to fill up the whole jar, you only fill up halfway, okay? Wow, there is a little education on this video, and it's not all clown show, rejuvenator guy. It's not a waste after all. Thanks for telling me that. Obviously, I'm all jaded from the people, you know. Not really though, dude. It's like I'm asking people, go down below and just send as much hate as you can. Fill your heart with hate. Write out the most hateful thing that you can, because I need you to keep working with me here so that I can forgive you and let it go and not respond. And then when there's absolutely no response anymore, then I'll know that I'm enlightened. Oh, there's that Om again, Dan McDougal. So there's the soaked sunflower seeds, which are epic, dude. Because you can make You can make different things. I should actually add a little bit more because I'm gonna make 2 recipes with sunflower seeds. There's this pate you make with the pumpkin seeds, and there's a pate, and then there's the black beans I wanna make too, and then roll it up on one of those coconut wraps and make like a burrito. So I'll go get a bunch of I'll go get a bunch of tomatoes and avocado and lettuce, and then I'll make like a little black bean burrito. Like I said, I'm not really doing the gourmet. I'm really on the liquids mostly. But I will do stuff here for the videos because then I get the Google AdSense. I keep mentioning that, but it's like my Google Ads, I made the video marathon and the Google AdSense shot up to the roof. So I'm like, oh my God, I could make it. If I keep making those long videos and don't piss too many people off, Rejuvenator, then I can actually make it. And we can get this Google AdSense up there, dude, to where it's like I could make like a living off of it, And that would be legitimate. Okay? 'Cause I want to get my Skrilla. I want to retire next year. No. I'm already retired, bro. I do what I love. I meditate. I go for walks. We're going to do some more almonds. Got to do the almonds. Let's see. So, oh man, you spilled a bunch on the floor. 10-second rule, quick. Okay, got it. Cool. No problem. I'll eat off my own floor. I keep my floors pretty clean. I'm not a real insane neat freak, but I keep myself pretty organized. I don't really have anything either, so it's not that hard. So we'll go one more handful with the almonds here. Didn't get enough, but that will be for the coconut almond yogurt and the gorilla milk and all that stuff. And it's nice to store these nuts in glass jars, but make sure that the jars are totally dry first before you put them in. Don't wash them, then put the nuts in, you'll have trouble. They have to be bone dry. The lid and the jar need to be bone dry if you want to store your nuts and seeds in a jar. Oh, okay, here they are. That's what I thought. I was like, well, I didn't get enough. This will last. That's like a couple more batches. But that's just the almonds. And then they're good in the fridge. They'll be fine in the cupboard for a few weeks. If they're in like an airlock thing, or you take like one of those machines and you pull all the air out, they'll last a lot longer. But in a bag like this, only a few weeks really. Other than that, put them in the fridge. I wouldn't freeze them. I don't really eat frozen food. It's not like it's the worst thing, but a lot of people like frozen fruit, frozen this, frozen that. I really don't myself. I really like fresh live foods. I know you've never heard me say it before, but you better start listening. No. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. You're having too much fun. Look, man. You can't take anything seriously these days, man. I mean, look at the government. Look at all this stuff. I mean, oh boy, you can't take any of this seriously. It's not real. So there we go. These are the Brazil nuts, which I make this amazing Brazil nut yogurt, dude. Coconut Brazil nut yogurt, but it's like the pumper. It's the power pump. The pumpkin seeds, the sunflower seeds, the Brazil nuts, the sesame seeds are all good. The pine nuts, they're all really good for your reproductive organs. So when you soak and sprout and, culturize or blend into a pate to make it a little more digestible, and then you make sure your food combining is very simple, the nuts and seeds can be very beneficial to your reproductive. You got to have a nice full balance of all these living foods in order to really stay in the game long term and not go back to like some of those other things. You got to stay stabilized and balanced and have a repertoire of recipes and skills in the kitchen, but to where you're eating the foods that aren't high heated as much as possible, so that you're not having all those residuals left over in your body and it blocks you up and clogs you up, and then you get out of whack and unhealthy. So living foods is the best for the living organism, which is what you are, and all animals and all plants. And what's crazy is that every single living thing on planet Earth is 100% raw, except the humans. And they are obviously the craziest ones of all. You know, they are totally disconnected from reality. It's okay though. It's okay. You don't need to. It's no big deal, man. Because the live foods, I've seen it wake up a lot of people, and myself included. So we got more distilled water on the Brazil nuts to soak those, to wash off the phytates and the enzyme inhibitors to life. Bring it to life, bring it to life. So these seeds and nuts are dormant, and they have protective chemicals in them that protect them from bugs, insects, mold, rot, microbes. And when the rain comes, or your distilled water, you soak away all of those inhibitors and those chemicals that are inimical. They're almost antibiotic, because they do protect from the microbes from getting in there and getting at it. So it protects itself until the conditions are favorable, where the water comes in and washes all those away. Then hopefully there's some soil and it'll sprout up. Or you take them, you soak them and sprout them, activate them to life, and then you as a human being, as a living organism, take another living organism and put it inside yourself, and that's what life does. You know, life takes other living organisms and eats it, and then it lives, and then it gets eaten by somebody else. You know, so everybody gets eaten eventually in the end. And time is what eats us, you know. It used to be saber-tooth tigers, and now it's time. So now we're going to make like a nice either a pine nut cream cheese or a pine nut sour cream kind of a thing. I'll take about half of those bad boys. Yeah, save that other half for something. Love me some pine nuts, dude. There's a couple companies on Amazon that have really good ones where they air seal them. When you look on Amazon for some pine nuts, there's a couple of brands that are really good, and they're like in these air sealed bricks, and when you open them it's like fresh. So you're trying to learn. That's again, on the last video I talked about the senses being depleted by the excess of cooked foods and all the drugs and everything, and the fluoride and everything else in sight to numb our senses, you know, and then the live foods and the fasting reawakening the senses. But when you can, if your senses are awake, you can detect. Yeah. So for example, these really aren't. In fact, I could use them as an example, but to be honest with you, they're not fresh. Those walnuts, fresh. Brazil nuts, fresh. Almonds, fresh. Sunflower seeds hold up well. These pine nuts are not good. So I could use them as a prop tomorrow maybe. So I'm gonna get rid of them because I don't want them myself. So tomorrow I probably won't say on the video, this is a prop and these nuts are rancid. Okay, that's already too full, but I will use them as a prop maybe, because you can get good pine nuts on the internet. Go on Amazon, and I can't remember the name of the companies, but the Siberian pine nut company, and they're from Russia, and they're epic. And they're they go and they harvest them, and then air sealed, and then when you open them, it's like, oh, pine nuts. That's what they're supposed to smell like. This smells rancid, and that's what it is. So that's why I'm DTM, and I know what I know when I go to the store. I'm like, So that's how I keep myself, because you don't want rancid stuff. It'll block up your liver. So you find reputable sources online, you read their ratings, you read their stuff. It's like, we take these right out of the field, and then we pray over them, and then we put them in special packaging, and they tell the story. Otherwise, like, here's some pine nuts. Well, what's the story on these? Well, they're 9 months old, they're from, China, and they've been sitting in a silo, and when your grandma was a baby, and you get them and they're like, no good. because there's no pine nut anything, and it's more like a rancid little kind of almost fishy smell. So again, my craziness, but then again, if you were here long enough, you actually, then it's like, you know, these are the little nuggets that make a huge difference, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what I decide to do with that. I'll play it out as a prop, but I will not eat it. But what I will do is I will order some, those are going to double in size and blow me out. I will order some true pine nuts, and then I'll remember where I got them, and I'll make a video about it. Cool, add a little more. So yeah, I'll use that as a prop and then make like a sour cream, but then I'll just toss it out, you know. Behind the scenes, off the camera, but you know, you'll know the secret. Dan, those are the rotten pine nuts. Dan, those are the rotten pine nuts. Dan, 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 Dan. Dan this, Dan that, Dan, Dan, Dan. I'm so sorry. I'm having fun now. Now these are from Viva Pura. They have great almonds, great goji berries, and great pumpkin seeds. These are the best pumpkin seeds I've ever had in 21 years on Live Foods. I'm going to show you. These are the real ones, not those little cheap ass, punk ass ones that they get. These are the real ones. I'll show you what you got. See? That's the real deal, Holyfield. Okay? So, and then when you soak these and sprout these, you're like, oh my God, this is a fresh pumpkin seed flavor. And the flavor is astronomically delicious. Astronomically delicious. And so we soak and we sprout and we dig. Can you dig? A little bit more to make sure. Got to make sure that, because sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and the almonds will be up above the water, you know, because you didn't put enough. In fact, I might not have even put enough in here. In these almonds. Everything else is looking good. Okay, everything else is looking good. So that was that, 30 minutes. We got the black sesame seed, which goes into the, which is gonna be for the black beans. You take the sunflower seeds and the black sesame seeds, a little cumin, garlic, whatever, you know. Like I said, I'm off the spices right now, but I'll figure out what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna just fake it tomorrow or actually go get the ingredients. But I don't really want that around, because it's kind of like if you're trying to like not be an alcoholic and you got like 8 bottles of wine in your house, you know. Oh, those are there for company or whatever. Oh, until I have a bad day and then I'm drunk. And so that's how it is with the spices. Like, you know what? It's like I had a bad day. Just this food is delicious, and then the next day I want more, and then I get kind of into it. It's all, and not everyone has the addicted brain, you know. Well, actually, they do. Some of us are just more susceptible to addictive type behaviors and stuff than other people. And if you are that way, then you just say, screw it, I'm not doing nothing. I eat, I sleep, I poop, I shower, I go to bed, you know. That's it. I'm not giving into any of this stuff anymore, because I go off the rails, then I'm totally nuts, and then I'm addicted again to God knows what, and it ain't worth it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to keep it under 30 minutes. I had a good time. I really did. Thanks for letting me be me. I'm going to go nuts. I'll go nuts. Just put the comment down below. Dan, go nuts. Just be yourself. Relax. You don't need to be anything other than yourself. Be your crazy ass self, and then that'll give you permission. Like, hey man, I don't want to kiss anyone's ass anymore, okay? The vegans, the Christians, the Buddhists, the whatever, all of it. Dan, you live in my box. It's like, I have no boxes. I have broken free. I give everyone permission that wants it or needs it to break free. 30 minutes. Can you dig it? You know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, baby. Leave a comment. Love ya.